To an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Oh, wow. And he could dunk.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's the option. Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
He can shoot. I want to avoid job back. He won't give him to me.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll keep it himself. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Oh, my
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Watson. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And a give this time to the tailback. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Here's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now an option play on 2nd down. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Runs like that, this time on the RPO, is why they call him dangerous.
I love the way you drop that in there. His decision-making is what makes it all go. Because his ability to process so quickly what the defense is doing, make the right read, and then when he takes off and runs, also knows how to protect himself downfield after he's gotten all he can out of a sprint.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
A
Nice gain of 21 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 29, Watson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 41, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. The throw right sideline is complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, it's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
13-3 right now. At least 14.
For the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion, Set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Come on, let's go. Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up 2nd.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, all even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. A good pickup there, a 22. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Watson on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Watson. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run the option on 2nd down.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Third and long, it's Wilson.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Watson looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
14-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw is Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was
this incredible. Is so fluid. I'm about to quit, man. This is like so fluid, man.
And they will take a
this is some bullshit. I thought I had the game lead. I ain't know. This is so fake, man. I'm saying I forgot I had the lead. My bad. This is bullshit, man.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and the points they have
come
fast and furious in this
animation touchdown.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Why the hell did it bounce into the field? This guy fake, man.
Scrimmage, just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever.
Look at broken tackle on it.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They go play action now. Wilson.
Oh, wow. So he catches my dude. My dude got 95 speed. His dude don't.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
If somebody can make me understand, I'll be all right.
2 plays. Now Wilson. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 20-all.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets double, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the crushed legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
38-yard line.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. On the RPO, that's complete right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left.
Oh, my God. You gotta be kidding me. Now, you gotta see the fakest pick of all time, man. He didn't even do that shit.
Costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say.
Yeah, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
You don't usually get a chance
You really gotta be kidding me,
I'm
listen.
not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
First throw in OT for Watson.
Yep, that's what I get for running, man.
And it's complete.
He won.
All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Partner, a great game that we got
The
to
nigga
see
didn't
and
even
making
control
it
the
extra
dude.
special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they can ill afford